Hello and welcome everyone to another holiday video. This week we're talking about some of the window murals I did in my house for the holidays. I say some because there's actually a few more that I'm going to finish after this video airs. I'm making them all technically because of this party that I'm having at my house on New Year's Eve for my dad's side of the family. That's when we're getting together for Christmas and New Year's Eve. So part of the reason I did this, other than how to do some of these things on YouTube, which is part of the reason I'm doing them, but also because they're decor for my party. So technically all of these are for my party, but there are a few that are more specifically for the party, and or I didn't finish them in time for this video. So those will be part of the next video next week when I talk about more of the party stuff that I'm doing. So anyway, I'm going to go over most of the projects I did today. But anyway, I'm going to start with giving you a little overview of every sort of window or set of windows. And then I will show you bits and pieces of the process of me making it. So that's what I'm going to do for this video. So let's get started. So the first thing I started on was these windows here in my back porch / 3-season room. Whatever you want to call it. So I started on the first three here, on the right here, these three. Came back and did this one later, because I had stuff in this room that I need to kind of move around. So I did these first, and then came back and did this. Now what I did for this is I measured the windows, the width and the length, or the height. I divided it into 4 pieces, the width, because I knew I was going to do these 3 different, strands of decoration. I'll be honest with you, the one in the middle I'm not exactly happy with on these windows. I probably could have left it without the pine cones and the berries on it. And I actually did do that in the other room that I'm going to show you. I just envisioned it completely different than the way it turned out, and it's fine. Like for now, it's the way it is, it's fine, but I wouldn't do this again, not this specifically. The ornaments and the lights I liked. So I divided these windows into, 3 lines, 4 spaces, width-wise. And so there's going to be one for string lights, one for like the nature garland, and one for a string of ornaments. And on these windows, since there were 4 of them, I just alternated in order, like going from this way: string, nature, ornament, string, nature, ornament, string, nature, ornament, string, nature, ornament. But you'll see in another room I do something a little different. But because there were 4 here, there wasn't really a way, and there were 3 things, there wasn't really a way for me to, unless I only did 2 on each window, there wasn't a way for me to kind of mix it up a little more. So anyway, I had the 3 equidistant lines dividing in the middle. And then, so for the lights, I measured the height of the window, or for all of these, I measured the height of the window, and I came up with, I forget what the height of the window is exactly. Might have been like 56 or 50, it was 50 something. But I rounded that down to 54, and then I could divide it by 9, and I can divide it by 6. So you see there's 6 ornaments there, and there's actually 10 lights, because I was able to kind of take the 9th one and fix it a little bit, but because it wasn't exactly 54. So what I did was I ended up taking, I think these might be the same. On both of these, on the top and bottom, I took like 1.5 inches. My mark is still there. I didn't even take it off, but so like I measured to like there, that was 1.5 inches, and then I counted down, for these I counted down 6 inches and made a mark so I'd make my lights be exactly 6 inches apart. Well, at least kind of where they connect to the string is 6 inches. And then for the ornaments, I did the same thing, 1.5 inches at the top and then 9 inches. So they're a little further apart and there's less ornaments. And then for the ornaments, I did all different designs. I wanted to try to, vary that as much as possible by color and by design. So you saw me go over, or you will see me show all the ornaments a little closer. But then for the lights, I kept the same pattern to the colors and just mixed them up. But then, so like this one starts with this blue up here, and then this window up here, or over here, this blue is here. It's down to the 4th spot, so it's 3 down. So then over here, it's probably down to the 7th spot here. So I kept the same order of the color, but I changed which color started by 3, started the string. So I kept a little variation there, but then also consistency with the color. And then I'll just say for the garland, these were the most time consuming because I made every one of those little strokes on the line, and you'll see me do that in a minute when I show you some of the process of me creating this. But the only other thing I did with the nature thing was there's 2 different color greens, so I alternated those. So that's like a lighter green. This is a slightly darker green. Might be kind of hard to see on camera. Lighter green, darker green, and then lighter green again, and darker green again over there. So those are also varied a little bit in color, but the pattern is consistent. So that was those windows. All to say there, if I had more time, and mainly if I had more time, I would have done maybe something more substantial back here, but I figured this was going to be enough. Just tie them all together, and we'll probably try something new next year on these windows. I'm not sure what yet. I have plenty of time to figure that out though. So that was those windows in this room. Alright, so this is technically our dining room, like I said, but it's really just an extension of the living room. We don't use it as a dining room. So we have 3 windows in here, and you can see the side windows there on each side. I did similar to the 3-season room, the back windows back there, But this time, since there were 3 and I was doing something different in the middle, I actually didn't know what I was doing in the middle yet when I started this, but I did it opposite, where it was kind of more symmetrical, where there were lights towards the middle window and then ornaments on the, you know, far parts of the window, instead of doing lights, nature, and ornament, light, nature, and ornament like I did in the back windows. But I did these relatively similar. I didn't end up putting the pine cones or berries on here because I think it looks better without it. Like I said, I had a completely different vision when I started this project of what it was going to look like, and didn't turn out that way. So, but anyway, I did this similar, where I measured the windows and then counted the, I don't remember what the calculations were in here, but they're all, I can tell you that the ornaments are all, spaced out evenly, and so are the lights from each other. And same over here. And I did forget to tell you, because I did the same thing here. I might show this to you too. I also started the lights going this way here, but then I started them going this way here, which I did that in the back room as well. I forgot to mention that. So, and then the ornaments, I kind of did the opposite way. So the lights went this way, the ornaments went this way. And then over here, the lights went this way and the ornaments went this way. So there's another way to kind of make it a little bit more symmetrical, but asymmetrical at the same time. And then we have the lights. The lights are pretty much the same. I kept the same pattern, but there wasn't the same number of lights as there was in the back. So, and I only had 2 windows to kind of keep the pattern. And I forget exactly how I did this. Let's see. Well, seems like it's only 2 away on this one, because there's the light blue here and the light blue is top up here. But I rotated through the colors, the same direction basically. And then the ornaments I did slightly different. Like for instance, I only did like 2 solid ornaments on each line, 1 or 2. Like this one has 2, this one has 2 as well. But some of the back ones only have 1. But anyway, I try to do something different as much as possible with each ornament, mix up the colors, even trying to mix up the colors between like these and the lights that were over here. I tried to mix those up. I did the ornaments last. So, and I'll give you a little close-up of the ornaments, and then we'll talk about the middle window. The only other thing I'll say about the ornaments is I kept the shape very simple. I did these circles. There was a couple that were kind of more oval, but basically circles. I didn't want to do anything super fancy with those because there are a lot of them, and I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time to get everything done, so I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Does Chazzy approve of that? He doesn't know. All right, so then I wasn't sure what I was going to do on this window here. I kind of wanted it to say something like Merry Christmas. I ended up, because at first I was going to I put lines on the window in the middle, the same way I did on these windows. And I was going to kind of make like a sign, sort of, like just a rectangle, and kind of make a sign out of it that said Merry Christmas or something like that. And I decided I was gonna erase that and kind of do a ribbon coming down like this. Now this was actually pretty complicated. Didn't turn out exactly like I hoped it would, but it's fine. The lettering turned out pretty well. I'm happy with that. Merry Christmas. And then I ended up adding a ribbon. So what I did was I went outside and painted with red acrylic paint, because if I was going to use a paint marker, it was going to take a long time. And I didn't have much time left, so I used red acrylic paint. And like I said, it looks fine. I made a little bow down at the bottom. I probably could have done a better job on that too. But, you know, again, it's fine. Not exactly, you know, not exactly what I envisioned, but it's good enough. And I just outlined the banner here. I outlined, or the ribbon, I outlined it in white here, so it's like the ribbon has like a white kind of outline to it. But then this is like the back side of the ribbon coming this way, so I made that red. And just because it's glass, like it depends on where you're looking, whether it shows up correctly. But like I probably could fix this a little bit, this one, but whatever. But I did that, and then, I mean, no, I guess, all right. So we'll see how easy this is to read too. Like, it's already kind of hard to read. I can imagine when the party's going on, it's going to be dark outside. I don't even know if you're going to be able to read this, but we'll see. I might have some nighttime shots later on tonight that I include in the video. If not, it'll be in the next video. And again, I moved around the furniture in there, so it's kind of crazy looking in there, but and I have other footage of this I can probably overlay with some of this, but so this is the sliding glass door that leads into the back porch from the kitchen. And I used both sides of the glass in a 3D way. So I painted first, I painted a green tree over here on this side. And on the other side, I'll show you that first. So from the green tree that I drew on there, I came on this side and I drew lights on the tree. And then on this side, first I painted over the green with white. And then on the sliding door, when it's closed or open like this, which it's going to be during the party, I painted ornaments and like a beaded garland on there. So I thought this is a really neat way to use this door as some decoration. And like I said, this door is probably going to be open during the party. But yeah, I thought this was kind of a neat way. This is by far my favorite project of the holiday windows that I've done, but also of all time. I mean, we'll see if it gets outranked by something else later, but right now I'm pretty proud of this. The only thing that I'm a little picky about is the garland down here got a little funky. I mean, I probably should have put the garland on first and then the ornaments, but just like when you're doing a regular tree. But there wasn't an easy way to snake that through. In fact, I did it a completely different way at first, and then I ended up erasing it and doing it over. So this was the better option. So anyway, I'm still proud of this. It does look a little weird towards the bottom, but my favorite. And last but not least, the front window. Again, I kind of rushed through this. It's not exactly my best work here, but some of it is. Like, I like the wreaths, but the lettering, certainly, considering that's what I'm usually good at, it's not that great. But like I said, I kind of rushed through it, and I do have some other footage of this, plus the footage of me making it that I'm gonna show you. But what I did was I painted the lettering for Merry Christmas and Happy New Year on the inside of the window with acrylic paint, the green and the black. And then I came on the outside and did We Wish You a and a in white, just the paint marker. And then I outlined Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I outlined Merry Christmas with red, Happy New Year with gold. On the inside, I made two wreaths, this one, and then you can't really see this one right now, but I'll show you in a minute. I painted the inside of the wreaths, or the, yeah, I guess, the inside of the wreaths on the inside of the window. And then I painted some more on the outside to give it a little bit of a 3D. So then I made some confetti on both the inside and the outside for Happy New Year. So the wreaths are part of Merry Christmas and the Happy New Year is the confetti. So I kept this very simple. I wanted to do more, didn't have time. And yeah, that's about it. So that other wreath over there on the other side, I ended up putting some more lights on and a bow. And then I did some more confetti over there. I got real sloppy towards the end because I'm trying to just get this up here today. I don't have much time to work on this today, so just sloppily putting it up, and I'm gonna fix it tomorrow. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this week's video. Stay tuned until the very end. I've got some bonus footage and sneak peeks for you. But first, I want to thank you, yes you, for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you found it to be helpful, use those buttons. If you want to see more, you can follow Shrush Design on social media. The links are all in the description. And if you would like to browse my online shops, I have 2 Etsy shops and a Fiverr account, also listed below. If you're local to southeastern Wisconsin, I have even more services available, so you'll want to check out my website for that information. But wait, there's more! If you happen to be planning a wedding in the near future, I have another YouTube channel called Shrush Design Weddings, through which I discuss all of the choices you'll have while planning your wedding. And I also have another channel called Poised Pencraft, through which I teach the art of lettering, calligraphy, and some graphic design skills if you want to learn how to create your own designs from scratch and make each project truly your own. Links for both of those channels are, you guessed it, in the description. So if you're all subscribed now and ready for next week's video, I'll see you then. For now though, I'll leave you with the bonus footage and sneak peeks. Enjoy! For bonus footage this week, obviously, as always, we've got plenty of assistant Chaz helping, and we had kind of a visitor in the backyard while I was working on the back windows. I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff other than making lines and then drawing on the lines and then writing Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Can you see? Yes, you can see him. There he is. Ready to start work, Chazzy? Ooh. All right. All right, so what are you doing? All right, so, and the only one I'm gonna have to go outside for other than for cleaning, because I have to clean these. Hello. Yes. You want to get down, Chazzy? I don't know if you saw my short on my channel a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, whenever this airs. But one of the videos that Chazzy is in, we were watching on our TV, and he started watching himself, which we thought was funny. So, he's been into TV lately, haven't you? He likes the bird channel. Maybe I should turn that on. Alright, I'm going to start out by making a circle on the window. I might want to use a compass of some sort. Jazzy. We use our handy dandy tape again. What are you doing? Very lopsided. Did not work the way I wanted it to. All right, please. All right, I'm just gonna wing it, I guess. Because I don't feel like doing this shit. Holy crap. I'm like, holy crap, that's a big bird flying up into that tree. It's a turkey. Let's see if he moves again. I've never seen a turkey in a tree like this before, especially not that high. Just give you a little perspective here. That's how high up he is, or she. Gonna sit there forever, turkey? There's a squirrel's nest or something up there. At least I think that's what that is. I don't know if it's trying to get to that. I'm gonna stop the video. I'm sure it's gonna fly off when I do that. But I'll try to catch it. I thought I saw him getting ready to fly off. Oh yeah, look at him. Oh, come on. Just gonna hang out there all day? Oh, oh. You moving? You moving? I've seen turkeys fly before. I've never seen one fly up into the tree and stand up there. Come on, turkey. I got more stuff to do. Fly down. Fly. Fly, turkey. There he goes. There he goes. What a crazy, crazy turkey. So for sneak peeks, we've got one more video for the end of the year here, at the end of the holiday season. It's the 28th. It's next Wednesday. It's going to be after Christmas and after a bunch of the other holidays as well. But as previously stated in this video and other videos, I'm doing a party at my house on New Year's Eve for Christmas/New Year's Eve for my dad's side of the family. So I'm going to have some more stuff that I'm doing specifically for that party. So that is all going to be in the video coming up next week, including some of the extra murals that I have that I didn't finish / they're technically more kind of signage and activity for the party. So technically they fit more in that video. So I'm doing them then. And then I'll have any other miscellaneous stuff that I've had over the weeks that I didn't fit in any other video. So that will be what's coming up next week. Now, in general, starting next year or next month or, in a few weeks, whatever way you want to say it, this channel is going to look a little different. I started it right before Halloween, so it's been a lot of Halloween and Christmas things going on my channel. And now that those are all over, we're going to get to more, technique and method and tools and software and materials. So one of the things I have planned for very early in January is we're going to talk about working with glass like I have been doing with these window murals, painting on glass, different kinds of paint you can use, how you clean it off, different transfer methods onto the glass for your design, and any other tips I have for working with glass. So I'm going to do that with a bunch of other materials as well during the year, but glass is going to be the first one. So I'm going to be doing that early January. And you'll see another thing in early January that you'll have to look forward to if you do look forward to this, is I'm going to work on some more of the labels in my house. I'm doing that. I've started doing some already, but I'm going to be doing more of them before this party that I'm hosting anyway. So I'm going to have all that filmed and ready to go. So that will probably be, it might change, but it's probably going to be the first video of next year. So it's January 4th, I believe, is Wednesday. So that's probably what that's going to be. And then either the week after that or the week after that is going to be the glass video. I'm not sure of what the other alternate video is going to be there on the 11th or the 18th, but the 25th of January is going to be the video I've talked about before on this channel, if you've seen my other videos. But it's going to be, that's right around my anniversary, and I've actually started to kind of look at my stuff that I did at my wedding, back 4 years ago now, when I was very beginner at a lot of this, and I want to kind of show how I've improved, but also help those who are at the beginner level to make better choices on what they can do. So, I mean, that's basically what I want to do on this channel anyway. It's especially for people who are just kind of starting out and interested in doing this stuff. So I want to teach methods and, again, more like layout preferences and graphic design in that way, where understanding how things look better, to the eye in general, rather than how most beginners do things. So I'm going to do a lot of those kind of things over this year. I've got plenty other planned. I'm already going on too long about this, so that's going to be January. Again, I have one that I'm missing. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Hopefully by next week I'll have that figured out and the order figured out. So that's what you have to look forward to as far as very early next year and in general next year and next week. So I will see you then next week with the holiday party related video. Bye.